Hello, everybody. Welcome to Game 65 in the Washington Nationals replay. And since you're obviously seeing this, that means that I have decided to go ahead and continue with the every Washington Nationals video, not skipping any. Um, it's just something I want to have a record of when I'm done. So I realize some people may not care to see all these videos, but that's okay. You can skip the ones that don't interest you. All right, so Game 4 of a 4-game set here in Petco Park in San Diego, where the Padres have won the first 3 games, so Nationals trying to save face a little bit and avoid the sweep. They will have a pretty good pitcher going for them today in Steven Strasburg. He will be on there trying to break that losing streak of 3 games. And making his first and only start of the season for the Padres is Luis Perdomo. He only made 1 start all year. He only faced 12 batters, so most likely San Diego may be looking to get 3, possibly 4 at most innings out of Perdomo. It's going to end up being a bullpen game most likely, but they do have 8 bullpen pitchers, so very well stocked for that. There is one roster move that was made by the Nationals in between games, and Joe Ross was sent down, and back by unpopular demand is Trevor Rosenthal off the injury list. So Rosenthal will be added to the bullpen. Joe Ross has been sent to the minors. Let's look at the standings, and these are from the Replay PC. Since switching to that, the Mets, who the Replay PC seems to like, 38-26, leading the division by 3 games over Washington. Philadelphia 8 back, Atlanta really struggling at 9 back, and of course Miami way back at the end. Next game after this one will be on June the 10th. This is a June 9th game, a Sunday afternoon game. June 10th, they'll be going to Chicago on a quick 2-game roadie on the way home to face the White Sox in the rematch of the interleague games. So they'll be looking to continue their success there, hopefully, for them. Anibal Sanchez will be going for the Nationals in that game. All right, let's look at the starting lineups for Washington. Leading off is Trea Turner at short, Eaton in right, Rendon at third, Soto in left, Adams at first, Dozier at second, Parra in center, giving Robles the day off, Gomes catching, and Strasburg pitching. And one thing I decided to add to the scorebook, I don't know why I haven't added it sooner, but I went ahead and put the base running ratings for all the players. I got tired of having to look back at the base running ratings as I'm playing the game, so I thought it might make it a little more smoother just to have the base running ratings there available to me. We'll get to the Padre batting lineup in the bottom of the first, but defensively, Hunter Renfroe is in right, is in left. Manuel Margot in center, and Franmil Reyes in right. Greg Garcia is going to give Manny Machado the day off. He's at third base. Tatis is at short. Kinsler at second. Hosmer at first, and Austin Allen behind the plate, catching the offerings of Luis Perdomo. So Perdomo finishing up the warm-up tosses. Of course, I do have the Replay PC game right up here in front of me, so I will be adding those entries in manually as we go along. Trea Turner steps into the box, and we'll get ready to take on Perdomo. Last of a 4-game set here at Petco. Give a final check. Looks like focus and everything seems to be about as good as I'm going to get it, I suppose. Let's look at Perdomo's numbers very briefly. On the season, this is of course his first start. He's 1-1 with a 4.95 ERA, most obviously all in relief. So they're just hoping he can get maybe 3 innings out of him if possible. All right, so with that out of the way, I think we're ready to go. Trea Turner enters the game hitting .233, 4 homers and 13 driven in. Washington looking to try to catch up to those Mets. See if they can do it. Perdomo 4-3. That's a strikeout chance. 9. We'll get him. He's an 8 plus the 1 from Petco gives him a 9. So that is in fact a strikeout. And right off the bat, Perdomo puts the K on Trea Turner. 1 away, and here's Adam Eaton. He's hitting .248, 7 homers and 35 driven in. 3-4, and that's another strikeout chance, but 19 is way too high for that. Eaton will swing. We get a 4-5, and that's a star 3, which is a ground ball to short. Tatis is there, 2 down. And so far, Perdomo doing very well. You may be able to go 4 innings if he keeps this up. Here's Rendon. He's hitting 289, 14 homers, 36 driven in. 3-3, that's a possible error. Go to Rendon. 2-2. Star 3 is a ground ball to short again. I'm sorry, ground ball to short again. Tatis's error rating's a 13. That's a 7, so Tatis will boot it. E6. One base error on Tatis. And that will allow Rendon to reach. His attempt is a 1. +1 from Perdermo is a 2. But 20, there's no balk or anything to worry about, so we skip that. And Juan Soto steps up. Soto hitting 267, 14 homers, 43 driven in. Perdermo 1-2, possible wild pitch. 17 though is over to the pass ball rating. Austin Allen's pass ball rating's a 1, so the only way you can block this if it's a 1. 2 or higher, it's going to be a wild pitch, or pass ball rather. It is a pass ball. So pass ball on Allen will allow Rendon to make his way into scoring position, and that'll bring up Soto with an RBI opportunity now. We had one before, but he's definitely got one now. Perdermo, 6-6 strikeout chance, struck him out, and that's going to end the inning. So much for the opportunity of the RBI. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left. The end of half an inning here at Petco. It is Washington 0 and San Diego coming to bat. And Stephen Strasburg is on the mound for the Nationals. As we flip the scorebook over and look at, I'm not sure it's going to show up on camera because I got some books in the way here, so let's move these over. Maybe I can get this in here. We'll see. I'll try it anyway. Let's see. We've got Strasburg is 3-6 with a 2.94 ERA, 13 starts, 88 2/3, 66 hits, 35 runs, 29 earned, 24 walks, and 106 for strikeouts. There's some correction tape here because I originally had Anibal Sanchez and his stats written in mistake. He starts the next game, so I've got to actually write Strasburg in here right now, so we know that it's Stephen Strasburg that is on the mound. All right, for the Padres, their starting lineup: Garcia is going to lead off at third base, Tatis at short, Hosmer at first, Renfroe in left, Reyes in right, Kinsler at second, Allen the catcher. Perdermo, the pitcher, is batting eighth using the generic pitcher hitting card, and Manuel Margot will bat in the ninth position. All right, so Strasburg now will be facing Greg Garcia, and Garcia has been a thorn in their side this whole series. He's upped his average to 291, 5 homers and 15 runs driven in. 5-6, that's a strikeout chance, and that time Strasburg got him. So Strasburg coming off that 15 strikeout performance, although it was a no decision because of the bullpen. But he's been pitching obviously well. Here's Tatis hitting 303, 9 homers and 22 driven in. Strasburg 6-4, that is a blank against a right-hander. So we go to Tatis, 2-5, he's going to single to left field. So Fernando Tatis got the game off in the previous game, but is coming back well rested with the base hit. His attempt, actually, I shouldn't move him yet. His attempt is a 4, plus 1 from Strasburg makes him a 5. But nothing's going on. And that brings up the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Hosmer hitting 259, 11 homers, and 35 driven in. And all these are replay PC stats now, not Stratomatic stats. 6-4, and that's against a left-hander Hosmer. That's an automatic out. Let's see what the out is. It is a 2, which is a ground ball to short. It means it could be a double play. He's a 2. They're halfway, makes him a 3. Pivots are 0. So 1 to 3, it's a double play. 5's not going to do it, but 5 will exceed Tatis because he runs at a 5, but being halfway, it drops him to a 4. So that means we get the fielder's choice in this case. So I'm trying to remember if it was a ground ball to second or short. I think it went to short, so it's a 6-4. Not that it really matters. 6-4 fielder's choice. And now the new runner is Hosmer. He has no attempt. So with 2 outs, Hosmer's at first. We'll roll the D20 for that one possible pickoff chance. But that's not happening. So here's Hunter Renfroe, 157, but he does have 11 homers with 21 driven in. Strasburg 1-4 is a blank to a righty. 1-3 is a single pass short for Hunter Renfroe. And looking at the base running advancement on an S6, to get from first to third, you have to have a 5 or higher. Hosmer's a 3. There are 2 outs, makes him a 4, but that's still 1 short. So Hosmer will have to stop at second base. So runners are at first and second with 2 down for the Franimal. Franmil Reyes checks in at 242 with 21 home runs and only 33 RBIs. So obviously a lot of solo shots, but it's definitely showing the power. Strategy roll for Strasburg, nothing happening. Got to be careful with Reyes. 2-2, that's a possible wild pitch, but 15 is too high for that, so it's just ball 1 as Gomes blocks it. Try again. 3-2, possible error on a ground ball. Reyes 3-1 is a star 3, which is a ground ball to first. Adams' error rating is a 4, that's a 19, so Adams will make the play and flip to Strasburg covering to end the inning. Scoring at 3-1 if you're scoring at home. And if you're scoring at home, I may need to talk to you because you may have issues. All right, so 1 inning is in the books. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. At the end of 1 from Petco, it is no score between the Washington and the Padres. So Matt Adams, who just made that nice defensive play, will lead off. That happens quite a bit, seemingly. Perdermo is back out, and again, he limited fatigue, but he only faced 4 batters in the first inning, so keeping that pitch count down might keep him in the game longer. Adams hitting 245, 9 homers, 23 driven in. 2-2 is a blank. We go to Adams' card. 3-1 is a single to center field. So Matt Adams with the leadoff single as Washington tries to get something going here. And that'll bring up second baseman Brian Dozier, hitting 268, 7 home runs, 22 driven in. Adams has no attempt rating, and there's no balk or pickoff, so no strategy roll is needed. 1-6, that's a range play. They are halfway in the infield, so they're going to lose 1 on their range if it's an infield check. 5-6, it is a single to center. I'm sorry, to short. The range of Tatis is a 2, but playing halfway makes him a 1. So the only way he's going to stop this is on a 1. And he cannot get it, so it's a base hit for Dozier. Adams will stop at second base. First 2 are on for the Nationals. And that brings up the baby shark, Gerardo Parra, hitting 321, 4 homers, 13 driven in. Perdermo, 2-5. That's a strikeout chance as he's not tired yet. 3 will get him, so the baby shark goes down on strikes. 1 away for catcher Yan Gomes, hitting 234, 4 homers, 16 driven in. 1-6 is another range play. Again, they're halfway in the infield for the double play. 2-4, though, is a question mark 9. That's going to go to right field. And that's going to be, let's see, 2-4 is a question mark 9 to right field. That's a 4. So against a right-hander, that would be a double for Yan Gomes. Reyes is a 1, so the only way he can stop this is to get a 1. And he did not do it, so it's going to be a double. That's where you go for his offense in right field, but you give up something defensively, and there was the give up right there. Gomes will double. Adams will score. We'll check on Dozier. He will probably score. Dozier runs at a 5. There aren't 2 outs, so he keeps the 5. Reyes' arm, though, is a +1, gives him a 6. To score from first on a double to right, you lose 1, makes it a 5. So anything other than a 6, and Dozier will score. And he does. So Dozier scores 2. 2-run double. 2-run double, and there's the price the Padres paid for having the Franimal in right field. So we had a couple of singles. We had a strikeout. Oops, let's get this straight here. Something's not right here on my thing here. Why is it not doing this? I'm having a little bit of trouble with the input here. Let's restart the whole thing here. Let's do this. Why is it doing that? Matt Adams leads off with a single. I don't know why it's doing this to me. Something's screwed up now on the replay PC. Boy, I tell you, you just can't trust computers these days. Adams and then skipping Dozier and taking Adams out of the equation. I don't really know where Adams is going. So it's really screwed up here. Let me see if I can work it, jury rig the system here to get it to work. All right, let's try it again. Single. Sorry about this, folks. I'm trying to get this to do right for me. Okay, there we go there. Parra struck out. And then Gomes hit the double. Okay, so now we're back on track here. Okay, 2 runs are in, runner at second, 1 out for Strasburg. So I wanted to make sure all that was straight. No attempt for Gomes to try to steal third. Forget it. Here's Strasburg. He's hitting 107, 3 for 28 on the season. He's got a good bunt ready, but the runner's already at second, and there's already 1 out, so you might as well just let him swing away. 4-4, and that is the ballpark card. So we're going to Petco Park. 6-3, it's a fly to left. And with that going to left, I don't think there's any opportunity. Let me check the new charts and see if there is an opportunity to move up. You lose 2 off your base running rating, and that would put Gomes down to a 0. And Renfroe is a -1, so he has no opportunity whatsoever. So Gomes will stay put. 2 down for Trey Turner. But the Nationals do have a 2-0 lead with the possibility of getting more. Turner struck out his first chance. 2-5. Strikeout chance, and Perdermo's not tired. This is only his 10th batter face, so he is not tired. 14 is too high. Turner will swing. 5-4. Question mark 9 against the right-hander goes to 13, but that's a 20. So it's just a deep fly to Reyes to end the inning. And for the Nationals, they get 2. Could have gotten more, I suppose, but they do get 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and 1 left. So we go to the bottom of the second. It is Washington 2 and San Diego 0. Perdermo is scheduled to bat third this inning. So if they wanted to only go 2 innings with Perdermo, they could pull him and pinch hit. But you hate to pull a starter after just 2 innings. That's almost like an opener. So we'll see if his 2 outs base is empty, they'll probably let him hit. If they have some people on base, they may pinch hit for him. Here's Ian Kinsler, 223, 10 homers, 21 driven in. Strasburg, a 2-6 is a strikeout chance, and he got him. So Kinsler is out on strikes for out number 1. That will bring up Austin Allen, and he's really been hitting well in limited duty. He's hitting .481, which comes out to 13 out of 27. No homers and 1 driven in. He only hit .215 on the season, so obviously Replay Baseball has been liking Austin Allen quite a bit. 5-6, and that's a strikeout chance. 13 plus the 1 is a 14, so it's a strikeout. And now with 2 outs and the bases empty, they will go ahead and let Perdermo hit for himself off the generic pitcher hitting card. Strasburg, 4-2. That's a double question mark. A 1 is a single, but that's a 6, so we go to Perdermo. 3-1, question mark 7. That's a 1-7 for a base hit, but that's a 13, so it's just a fly to left. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Steven Strasburg. So at the end of 2, it is Washington 2 and San Diego 0. Keep an eye on Perdermo because he has faced 10 batters. He can face 12. So he's around the cusp. If they can get him through this 3rd inning, they'll probably be happy and just leave it at that. We shall see. Adam Eaton will lead things off. Eaton grounded to short his first trip. 4-2. That is a blank. We go to Eaton. 3-6. It's a fly to right. That's 1 away. So just got to avoid the fatigue roll. And he's hit that 2-5 several times already. So you just got to avoid that one for sure. As well as the 6-2 and the 5-6. Those are the 3 that would get him out of the game. Here's Rendon. He reached on an error his first chance. 2-4. That's a strikeout chance, but that's too high. Rendon, 2-5. He's going to double to right field. Anthony Rendon continues his hot hitting. A 1-out double. And that brings up Juan Soto. And now he has faced 12 batters, so now he is tired. So the fatigue rolls are now in play. 6-3, that's a blank. Just missed that 6-2. Go to Soto, 2-4. That's a single to left. Let's see if that will score Rendon. Renfroe is a -1 arm. Let's see, single to left, you gain 1 coming from second to going to home. So that cancels out Renfroe. Run rating of Rendon is a 3. So it's simply a 1-3 for Rendon to score. And he does score. So Rendon beats the throw, slides in. Soto stays at first, but it's an RBI single for Juan Soto. And Washington has a 3-0 lead. That brings up Matt Adams. And you wonder how long can they go with Perdermo. It is now 3-0. We're going to see if we can eke out one more chance out of him. Soto's a 1 attempt rating, plus the 1 from Perdermo is a 2. But nothing happening. Perdermo to Adams, who's a good double play candidate. 5-6, that's his fatigue roll, so now he has to come out. He has no choice. And that's a 1-16 for a single, and that's what it is, a single. S1. To get from first to third, need a 4 or better. Soto runs at a 3, so he has to stop at second base, but that'll be it for Perdermo. He has to come out because he hit the fatigue roll. He hit that double question mark in parentheses, so he's going to have to come out. There is no choice. And the Padres will go to the bullpen. And looks like it's going to be Cal Quantrill. Boy, they may go to a short reliever to get him through this inning and then bring in Quantrill to go a little bit longer. I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to bring in Matt Wisler. So Matt Wisler is going to come on. And then Quantrill will come in and pitch the top of the 4th once this inning is over. So right now, we will go to Matt Wisler. And on the replay, Wisler is 0-2 with a 1.99 ERA and 1 save. And he's just looking to get out of the mess is what he's really looking to do. Runners at first and second with 1 out. And Brian Dozier, the batter. We will roll for a balk for Wisler, but there's no balk there. Dozier, the batter, he is also a good double play candidate, although Whistler does take away 1 from the double play. 3-1 is a straight up home run. You don't have to worry about a double play, but 18 is too high, so it won't be a homer, but Dozier will get the swing. That's a 3-4, and that's a ground ball to first, possible double play. He's a 3, -1 is a 2. They were in halfway, makes them a 3, but the pivot at Tatis at short is a -1, brings it back to a 2. 1-2 for a double play. And they can't get it. So the fact that Tatis was a -1 pivot cost them on that one. And a 3 is better than Adams' run rating, so it's a 3-6 fielder's choice with Soto taking third base. So now runners are at the corners with 2 down. Dozier does have an attempt of 1. But nothing happening. That brings up the baby shark, Gerardo Parra. He struck out his first chance. 4-2, and that's a strikeout chance because he's not tired. 9 gets him. So strikes out the baby shark, and that's twice that the baby shark has struck out. So Whistler did his job. He goes 2/3 of an inning, doesn't give up anything, gets a strikeout. Perdermo goes 2 1/3. And he's going to give up 6 hits and 3 runs, all earned. And let's check his walks and strikeouts. 2, 3. Looks like 3 strikeouts. And no walks. All right, so for Washington, a run. They do it on 3 hits. No errors and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It is Washington 3 and San Diego nothing. And Steven Strasburg finally getting some run support. He's pitched most of the season without decent run support. He's finally getting that. And I'm sure he's loving it. All right. Manuel Margot, the only starter not to bat yet in the ball game. Manuel Margot. And Quantrill will be coming in next to pitch the top of the fourth. So that was it for Whistler. So Quantrill will be the new pitcher after this. Right now it is Margot trying to get something going as the Padres trail it 3-0. Margot hitting .248, 5 homers, 18 driven in. 6-1 is a range play. We go to Margot. 4-3. That's a pop up to third. The range of Rendon is a 4. 1-4, he makes the play. And he does. So Rendon puts that away. 1 down. And we flip the order over to Greg Garcia. Struck out his first chance. 1-6, strikeout chance again, and he got him. So Garcia had been a nemesis, but so far he's whiffed twice. And that brings up Fernando Tatis. He singled, but was erased on a fielder's choice. 3-3 is a blank, not tired, so it's a blank. Tatis 4-4 against a right-hander. That's a ground ball to Rendon to end the inning. So 1-2-3 inning for Stephen Strasburg. And we go to the fourth inning with the score. Washington 3 and San Diego 0. And Cal Quantrill will be the new pitcher. He will be the new pitcher coming on for the Padres. Quantrill. Let's bring him on. He's got a fatigue of 9, so obviously he's good to last a couple innings as long as he's effective. We'll bring in Quantrill and give you his numbers. Quantrill not having a good year in the replay. He's 2-4 with a 7.28 ERA, so kind of struggling, but he's their long guy. He's the guy they look to extend the innings and save the bullpen some. Here's Gomes. He doubled his first time up, a 2-run double it was in the second inning. That really got the Nationals going to start with. 5-3 is a strikeout chance. 14 is too much. Go to Gomes. 2-4, and that's a question mark 9. That's a 10, but against a right-hander it only goes to 7, so it's just a fly to right. Against a lefty, that would have been a hit. If that had been a lefty pitcher, that would have been a double. But it's just a deep fly to right, and here's Strasburg. Quantrill 4-4. That's an automatic out against a right-hander. And the automatic out is a fly to center. 2 down. So 2 up and 2 down. So Quantrill bringing some stability to the Padre bullpen. And that brings up Trey Turner. He's 0 for 2. 6-4 is a range play at Petco. We're going to Petco Park. 6-5. That's a ground ball to second. There is a range check. Kinsler is a 4. And he can't get it, so it's a base hit for Trey Turner. Snuck it past Kinsler. And now Trey Turner, see if he can get a jump. He's got an attempt of 6, plus the 1 from Quantrill is a 7. And 9 cannot get the jump. You don't hit and run with 2 outs, so it's going to just be a regular at bat. Here's Adam Eaton. 1-1, and that's a straight up home run against a left-handed batter. That's a 3. He's a 6. That's gone. Adam Eaton, a 2-run homer. So, boy, that failed range play by Kinsler just cost him 2 runs. As Adam Eaton goes deep, home run number 8. RBIs 36 and 37 for Eaton. And Washington now leads it 5-0 as they're trying to get some revenge on those first 3 games. Here's Rendon. Reached on an error and doubled. 3-2 is a strikeout plus, so they got him on that one. And Quantrill is out of the inning. But the damage was done. The Adam Eaton home run for Washington. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It is now Washington 5 and San Diego 0. And Strasburg, I don't know if he's been given 5 runs all year. He's really loving this. He said it's about time I get some run support around here. So leading things off would be Tatis. No, I'm sorry, Tatis made the last out, so I forgot to flip the page here. Eric Hosmer actually will lead off. And Hosmer reached on a fielder's choice his first chance against Strasburg. 4-2, and that's a double question mark. 1 to 18's an out. That's a 20 though, so Hosmer skips that. And we'll get to swing 4-4, and he takes advantage of it with a base hit to left field. So Eric Hosmer with a leadoff single rather. Looked for all the world like that was going to be an out with that 1 to 18, but he fought it off. With the score being 5-0. Well, he has no attempt. We'll roll for a pickoff. Nothing happening there. Here's Renfroe. 2-2 is a possible wild pitch, but 19 is too high, so blocked by Gomes. 2-6 strikeout chance, 15. Got him. He's a 14 plus the 1 from the stadium. And Mr. Renfroe sits down courtesy of Petco Park. 1 away for Franmil Reyes, the Franimal. Hit a tough grounder to Adams his first time up and got retired as Adams made the play. Strategy rolled again. Nothing happening. Reyes, 5-3 is a hit by pitch chance. 10 is too much, so Reyes will get to swing. 2-5, it's a fly to right field for out number 2. So 2 down, and that brings up Ian Kinsler. Struck out his first chance. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Strasburg, 6-2 is a strikeout plus, and he got him to end the inning. So for San Diego, in the 4th inning, no runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. At the end of 4, it's San Diego 5 and Washington 5, San Diego nothing. And Quantrill in there to try to eat up one more inning if possible, as he is set to bat second next inning. So they would like to get him through that, if at all possible. Juan Soto will lead things off. He is struck out and singled. 1 for 2, followed by Adams and then Dozier. Soto, 3-6 is a walk plus, and he walked him. And now we got to look at fatigue for Quantrill. He came in facing Dozier. So this is batter number 9, and that's what he's allowed. So last batter before he's tired. Soto with an attempt of 2. Try to get a jump. Nothing happened. We're not doing a hit and run with Matt Adams. He strikes out too much. All right, Quantrill to Adams, 6-3, and that's a blank to a lefty. So Adams will swing 5-5, single past second base. Now, Soto most likely will make third base. To get from first to third on the S4, all you need is a 3 or better. And Soto is a 3 base running rating, so he will take third base. So runners are at the corners already. The replay PC is saying Quantrill is tired, which he now is, because this is batter number 10. But they're trying to get him through the inning. Padres will lay back for the double play. They need outs. Nothing on the strategy roll. 3-5, and that is a range play, so they are halfway. If they were in, it'd be a -2, but for halfway, it's just a -1 if it goes to the infield. Dozier, 1-2 is a fly to left, so we're checking Renfroe's range. He's a 4. 1-4 to make the play, and he does, but is it a sacrifice fly? Dozier has no sacrifice fly rating, but Soto is a 3. Renfroe's a -2, so a -1 rather. So 1-2, he'll make it. And he does, so it's a good sacrifice fly from Dozier as Soto slides in under the tag. So despite the good arm from Renfroe, that was deep enough to get it done. And it is now 6-0 Washington with 1 out and Adams still at first base. Quantrill is fatigued, but he's going to try to press on. Parra struck out twice. 2-6 is a blank. We go to Parra's card. 4-6, he's going to fly to left. That's out number 2. So 2 down, and that sends us to Yan Gomes. Doubled and flew to right. Nothing on the strategy. 3-3, and that is a strikeout plus. Got him. And that's going to end the inning, and that's going to end the day for Quantrill as he's out of there. But the Nationals get a run. Sacrifice fly from Dozier. A run on just one hit. No errors and a man left. We go to the top of the 5th. Washington comfortably in front 6-0 until you get to their bullpen. With their bullpen, nothing is comfortable. So now we have Quantrill batting second this inning, so we'll get a pinch hitter. And we'll see who that's going to be. For the Padres, it'll be left-handed hitting Josh Naylor. Only lefty on the bench. So Naylor will hit for the pitcher, Quantrill. And then we'll get a relief pitcher in the bottom of, in the top of the 6th. So it'll be Allen, Naylor, and Margot against Stephen Strasburg. Austin Allen struck out his first chance. 5-5, possible error on a throw. 6-4 is a double to right field, no throw to worry about. It's a straight up double. So leadoff double for Austin Allen. And now that will bring up Josh Naylor as the pinch hitter. And on the replay, Josh Naylor is hitting .282 with 3 homers. So we'll see if he can get anything done. Pickoff chance, nothing happening there. Strasburg to Naylor. 6-2 is a strikeout plus, and he got him. So Naylor had no chance there with that strikeout plus, so he is retired. 1 away, and that takes us to Manuel Margot, number 9 hitter in the order. Nothing on the strat roll. Strasburg, 3-5. That's the ballpark card going to Petco Park for Margot. 6-5 is a ground ball to second, and that'll get the runner to third, but now there are 2 outs. Washington will gladly exchange that situation and out for a base. And with 2 outs and a runner at third, here's Greg Garcia. Not going to worry about a pickoff with the runner at third and the score 6-0. They're not even going to worry about that. So let's go straight to our roll. 5-4 is a strikeout chance. 11 is too high. He's a 9 plus the 1 is a 10. So Garcia fends that off and gets the swing. 5-2, he's going to fly to left to end the inning. So Strasburg pitches around the leadoff double. No runs to hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the 6th with the score Washington 6 and San Diego nothing, and we will need a new pitcher for San Diego out of their pen. Stephen Strasburg is the leadoff hitter for the Nationals. So we go to the bullpen of the Padres and figure out who they want to bring in. And I'm looking at the bullpen usage on the replay PC to see maybe who is the most rested out of all the bullpen guys. And actually there's a pitcher that was just added to the roster, which I did not catch originally. So I need to go bring him into the roster for the Padres. They obviously made a move as well. There's a pitcher by the name of Gerardo Reyes who has come on and has been added to the roster. He was not there for the first few games. So let me go find his card. There he is, Gerardo Reyes. He will be coming on. He's the most rested because he was just added to the roster. Not sure who was taken away, but we'll figure that out as we go along. All right, so Gerardo Reyes is the new pitcher for San Diego. As we start the top of the 6th, Reyes is on. And for Reyes, he is 0-1 with an ERA of 9. 6 innings pitched, giving up 6 runs in 6 games. So you can see by his ERA at 7.62. Somehow he was 4-0. I have no idea how that happened. I guess they got lucky. But came into games they were losing, and then the offense turned it around. We'll see. Strasburg to lead it off. He's 0 for 2. 1-5. That's the ballpark card going to Petco. 3-4. That is a pop-up to the catcher, Austin Allen. And there's 1 away. Strasburg is retired. And now we bring up Trey Turner. 6-1. Ball 1 from Reyes. 3-6. Strikeout chance 18 is too much. We go to Turner. 2-3. It's a single to left field. So Turner, his second hit of the game, he's 2 for 4. Up 6-0. I think they're going to call the dogs off on stealing, so no strategy rolls will be employed. We're not going to do any stealing. We're just going to play it out. Eaton, who had that home run last time, 3-3 is a hit by pitch chance, but 20, and he'll get him. Look at that. Now that could be Dave Martinez is not going to like this because Eaton just hit the 2-run homer his previous at bat, and now he gets plunked. So a little bit of chicanery going on here. Martinez is barking that was intentional. Home plate umpire Adrian Johnson has issued a warning to both teams. But that's not good enough for Martinez. He is still jawing at Johnson. Johnson tells him, sit down and shut up. You're winning 6-0. So Martinez, his bench coach, has pulled him to the side and back into the dugout. But next hit batter is an automatic ejection. That has been ruled by home plate umpire Adrian Johnson. So with 1 out and 2 on, here is Rendon. Reyes, 5-4. That's a walk plus. So that's going to load the bases. So now Reyes, some control issues. A hit batter and now a walk. That's loaded the bases for Soto. Right in Soto's prime. With the bases loaded and 1 out, infield is playing for the double play. Although he is a -2, so actually they're playing in. They're going to play in for the double play. They're going to play the infield in. 2-5, strikeout chance. You may not need it, but 13's too high, so Soto will get the swing. 6-2 is a ground ball to third. So we know that the runner is going to be out at home. It's just a matter of whether we get the double play or not. It would be home to first. But it has to be a 1 because there is no pivot. It's a 2 and a -2. So I think with that, it's just automatic because you don't get a +1 for that. So I think it's just an automatic fielder's choice, if I'm reading that correctly. So they get the lead runner at the plate in Turner. Oops, why did I put him scoring when he's out? One of those games, I guess, huh? All right, so Turner is going to be out 5-2 on the fielder's choice. Everyone else will move up. So the bases remain loaded now with 2 outs. But the out goes 5-2. 2 down, bases still loaded. And that'll bring up Matt Adams. Now Reyes is tired. His fatigue is a 4. He's already faced 5 batters. So he's got to watch that fatigue roll as well. 5-2 is a strikeout chance. He got Adams, and that's going to be it for Reyes. He's a 1-inning guy right there. He goes 1 inning, and that is it. For the Nationals, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and they left them loaded. So we go to the bottom of the 6th, still 6-0 in favor of Washington. So now for the Nationals, let's look at Strasburg's fatigue. He can face 25 batters. To date, he has faced 19. So he's still pretty good. He might be able to get 1 more inning out of him. They like to at least get 6 innings out of him if possible. But with a 6-0 lead, you can be a little bit more lenient. Give him a little bit larger rope, particularly with the bullpen the way it is. Here's Tatis. Lead it off. 3-1, strikeout chance, got him. Strasburg says, don't sweat me. I'm still good to go. Here's Hosmer. 5-6, strikeout chance, 17 is too much. Hosmer, 1-4, is going to pop it up to Dozier at second base, 2 down. So Strasburg, tired of having the bullpen blow his leads for him, is looking maybe to go very deep into this game. Here's Renfroe. 1-6, strikeout chance, got him. A 1-2-3 inning for Strasburg. He has pitched 6 shutout frames. And he's telling Martinez, you just stay in the dugout and put your butt in the seat and let me do my thing. So we need a new pitcher for the Padres as Reyes is done. He went his 1 inning and he's already reached his fatigue rating. Like I said, I knew it would be a bullpen game, and that's kind of what it's turning into. So let's look at the bullpen for the Padres and see who is the next freshest arm out of the bullpen. And it looks like it's going to be Trey Wingenter. See if he can go 1 inning. He's pretty much just a 1 inning pitcher. So Trey Wingenter is on. He is the 5th pitcher used by San Diego. And won't be the last either. As he starts the 7th, he'll be facing Dozier, Parra, and Gomes. Wingenter on the replay is 3-2 with a 5.23 ERA and no saves. 5.6 is a walk plus, so not a good start as he walks Dozier. And again, strategy rolls are completely turned off, so no checking for pickoffs or anything. We're just going to play it out straight. Here's Parra. 6-3, that's an automatic out versus a lefty. And it turns into a fly to right. So Parra, despite the offense from the Nationals, is 0 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts. So not his best day for sure. Here's Yan Gomes. 4-4, that's a possible error. Go to Gomes. 3-2, and against a right-hander, that's a double to right field. Franmil Reyes is a 6, that's a 10. There is no error, but it is a double. And station to station for Dozier, although he is a 5, so I think he might be able to score without a throw even being required, because he does run at a 5, and Franmil Reyes is a 1, makes him a 6. But to score from it would be a 1 to 5 to score him. But I think again, when you're doing the suggestion there is when the score gets to be 6 runs or more, you do station to station. So I'm going to hold Dozier at third base. No sense pushing the issue, although he most likely would have scored anyway. It does take an RBI from Gomes, which he's not happy about, but that's just the way it goes. Strasburg's the batter. Infield is in. Wingenter 4-6 is a double question mark. He's not tired yet. This is batter 4, and he can face 4 batters, so he's not tired. A 1's a single, but that fails, so we go to Strasburg's card. Strasburg, a 5-2 is a ground ball to short, and with the infield in, they will freeze the runner. So 2 down. And that flips the order over to Trey Turner. Wingenter is now tired. 2-2 is a range play. The infield's back to normal with 2 outs. Turner. 1-3 is a fly to right, but that's a range on Franmil Reyes. He's only a 1, and that's trouble. And he can't get it, so that's going to drop in. Is it a double? It is not. It's a single to right field. That'll score Dozier. Will it score Gomes? Gomes is a 2. There are 2 outs, makes him a 3. Reyes is a +1, makes him a 4. But again, there's nothing automatic there. It's a throw required, so they're going to hold him at third base. So RBI single from Trey Turner, his 3rd hit of the game, and that will bring up Adam Eaton. It is now 7-0 Nationals here in the 7th. Wingenter trying to eke out 1 more out. 4-4, possible error. 2-2, it's a single pass first. There is no error, but it is a single, S3. That will score Gomes from 3rd. Turner will go to 3rd because he just runs too well not to. S3. To get from 1st to 3rd, you only need a 2 through 6. He's a 3, plus there's 2 outs, makes him a 4. So he would definitely not hold back on that. But it's a base hit. It's now 8-0. And this may be it for Wingenter right here. He's going to go face Eaton. If he can't get Eaton, he's going to have to come out. 3-5 is a ballpark card. We're going to Petco Park. 6-3 is a fly to left, and that's going to end the inning. So Wingenter's day is done. He gives up 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. So we go to the 7th inning stretch. The Nationals, been a while since they've had a laugher. That is for sure, but that's what they've got. 8-0 as we go to the 7th inning stretch. And Strasburg, very unaccustomed to this kind of run support, but he is loving every minute of it, as Loverboy would say. All right, here is Strasburg back out to face Reyes, Kinsler, and Allen, and then a pinch hitter for Wingenter if anybody gets on. And the new pitcher for the Padres will probably be Miguel Diaz, or it could be Adam Warren. Actually, I think it's going to be Adam Warren. It could be the new pitcher. But right now, it is Franmil Reyes. Let's see, Strasburg can face 25. He has faced 22. 4-4, strikeout chance. Reyes is out of there. Strasburg keeps telling Martinez, don't worry about my pitch count. You just put me in there and sit down and shut up. Here's Kinsler. Struck out twice. 4-2. Double question mark, but there's no 1 there, so there's no hit. But he will swing. 5-4, and he grounds it to third. 2 down. And that'll bring up Austin Allen. They're trying to get a lead that even Trevor Rosenthal can't blow, and I think they've reached that point. So we'll see Austin Allen 2-2. That's a ball 1. 6-1's a range play for Austin Allen. 1-3 is a question mark 9 to a 10. That's a double, but it's a range play of the right fielder, Adam Eaton. He's a 3. He could take this double away. And he does. So when things are going right for you, they go right for you. 3 up and 3 down as Adam Eaton makes a fine running catch, takes the double away from Austin Allen. And now we go to the top of the 8th. Score still 8-0. Favor of Washington. New pitcher into the game is going to be Adam Warren. He will pitch the 8th, and then somebody else will pitch the 9th. But Adam Warren is going to be on to pitch. And he'll be facing Soto, Adams, and Dozier. So actually, with a couple of lefties, they will not go to Warren. We'll change that. They're going to go to Robbie Erlin, their lefty. Not that it matters when it's 8-0, but it just makes more sense. They will save Warren for the 9th. So actually, it's going to be Robbie Erlin. My bad on that. Robbie Erlin will be coming on. He hasn't pitched. He's not overtaxed in their bullpen, so he's coming out. Robbie Erlin will be on, and on the replays, 3-1, but his ERA is 7.67. So Robbie Erlin is on to face Soto, Adams, and Dozier. 5-4, strikeout chance. 10 does not get him because against lefties he's only an 8 plus the 1's a 9, so that fails. Soto will swing. 3-6, and he grounds to second. 1 away, but he did avoid the strikeout at least. That will bring up Matt Adams. 4-3, that's a strikeout chance, and got him, so that's 2 down. And that'll send us to Brian Dozier. 3-1, and against a right-hander, that's a blank. Dozier's card, 4-2. Fly to left, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Robbie Erlin. So that'll help his ERA a bit, going to 1-2-3. And then Adam Warren will come in and pitch the 9th because Erlin his spot is set to bat here in the bottom of the 8th. The pitcher spot will lead it off, so we'll need a pinch hitter. And they're going to use Will Myers. They're going to give Machado the full day off. There's no sense pinch hitting him when it's 8-0. So they're going to bring in Will Myers to pinch hit. Will Myers will be the pinch hitter for the pitcher, Erlin. Strasburg still in there, and Adam Warren will come in and pitch the 9th. So Strasburg will be facing Will Myers. With an 8-0 lead to start the bottom of the 8th, he has faced 25 batters. He can face 25. He is now tired. So he has to avoid those fatigue rolls, or he will have to be removed. 4-2, and the first thing out of the gate, he found a fatigue roll, so he's got to come out. But we finished the at-bat. 4-2, double question mark. There's not a single there. He still might get Will Myers. We'll see. Myers swings 3-5. It's a ground ball to third, and that's going to do it for Strasburg. He's going to go 7 1/3, but then that fatigue roll got him. So he gets the ground out, and he holds the Padres to 4 hits and no runs. And let's check his... Well, first of all, we got to check in the bullpen and see what we've got here. First of all, let's do this. Strasburg, no walks and 10 strikeouts. So an amazing 2 outings in a row for Strasburg, but it looks like at least on this one, he will actually get a chance to get a win. So Myers is out as a pinch hitter. It brings up Margot. And they're going to bring in the dreaded Trevor Rosenthal. He's the one that's got the freshest arm, and it's an 8-0 lead, so why not? So Trevor Rosenthal will be coming on, and we'll read the gory details on Rosenthal and his stats. After a long hiatus on the injured list, he is now on to pitch. The replay PC baseball game computer is telling me Strasburg is not tired yet, but by rules of inside pitch, I am making the move. So Rosenthal will be coming on, and the replay numbers on Rosenthal, he has no record, no save, an ERA of 14.73. He's pitched in 9 games, but only gone 3 2/3 innings. His whip is 4.91, so definitely some struggling going on here, but with an 8-0 lead, you got some breathing room to, if you're ever going to use him, this is the time to do it. Margot, 6'5", strikeout plus, and he actually got Margot. So maybe that stint on the injured list found some flaw or injury that he was covering up for. Maybe now that he's healthy, maybe he can turn it around. That'll bring up Greg Garcia. His ERA is now lowered to 13.50, which is exactly where it is on this card. He's pitched 4 innings. I guess he's given up 5 runs to give him a 13.50 ERA. All right, here's Greg Garcia. Rosenthal, 5-6, another strikeout chance, but this one's too much. Garcia will swing. 5-2, he flies to the left. So how about that? Rosenthal goes 2/3 of an inning. Rosenthal, 2/3 of an inning. He may not be done. Maybe we'll have him try to finish the game. We shall see. But Rosenthal got the job done. And we go to the 9th with the score still 8-0. Favor the Nationals, and we will need a new pitcher for the Padres, and it will be Adam Warren. So Adam Warren will make his appearance, and he'll be facing Parra, Gomes, and Rosenthal's spot. So, but with an 8-0 lead, they could actually let Rosenthal hit if they really wanted to. So we'll see how it plays out. Adam Warren is the new pitcher here in the 9th for San Diego. Definite mop-up duty here. And on the replay, actually, no, I take it back. It can't be Adam Warren because he's the one that's lifted when they brought in the other guy. So I didn't pay attention to the transaction wire there. So it can't be that. So it's going to have to be Miguel Diaz. Little used Miguel Diaz. He is the guy you bring in on a day like today when the score is out of hand. Diaz on the replay, doing pretty well in 3 innings. In 3 games, he pitched 3 innings with the ERA of an even 3. So he's done well early, but his card is a 7.11 ERA. So it's going to actually be Diaz. Warren is actually, I guess, on the either on the injured list or in the minors or something. He's not on the roster anymore. So I didn't catch that earlier, but I just caught it. So here's Gerardo Parra to start the top of the 9th. 8-0 Nationals. Cruising in this one. 5-4 to avoid the sweep. 5-4 is a possible error on a throw. Parra. 1-3 is a single to center. There is no throw needed, but it is a base hit for Gerardo Parra. So Parra is aboard, and that brings up Yan Gomes. 3-5, and that is a possible hit by pitch. He's a 10, plus a 10's a 20, so even with the 19, Gomes gets plunked, and that's going to do it. Adrian Johnson says, if you hit anybody, you're coming out, so Diaz just gets removed from the game for plunking Yan Gomes. After Gomes had 2 doubles. So he will be coming out. Diaz doesn't get anybody out. He gives up a hit, and he hits a batter. And he will have to be removed from the game because Adrian Johnson has just ejected him. And now they'll have to go to Craig Stammen to get out to pitch the rest of the ball game. They really didn't want to have to use Craig Stammen in a game like this, but they're going to have to. The only other pitcher they have is Tyler Yates, their closer. So it will have to be Craig Stammen. And on the replay, Craig Stammen is 1-1 with 3 saves and a 3.71 ERA. And up to bat now is the pitcher, Trevor Rosenthal, and they will let him swing. They will let him hit with the score being what it is. They're going to let him hit, which is going to be the generic pitcher hitting card. And, of course, he's not going to bunt in a game like this. They're just going to have him swing away. Craig Stammen with the pitch. 2-6 ballpark card. We're going to Petco. 4-4, and that's a ground ball to short. Could be a double play. He's a 2, -1 is a 1. They're halfway makes it a 2, so 1-2 for a double play. They don't do it to 4, so it will be a fielder's choice, 6-4. So Rosenthal hits into a fielder's choice. How about that? Parra does take third. Now there's one away, and it takes us back to the top of the order in Trey Turner. And Turner has gotten 3 hits in a row after going 0 for 2. So he's looking to get his 4th hit of the game. Runners at the corners, and infield is playing for the double play. 1-5 is a walk chance, and he walks Mr. Turner to load the bases. So the bases are now loaded. But this is it for Stammen. I mean, they're not going to burn Yates in a game like this, so it's Stammen or bust, I do believe. Here's Adam Eaton. Infield is now in. 5-3 is the ballpark card. We're going to Petco for Adam Eaton. 6-4, and that is a rare play. It's a blank, so we're going to pull out the newly presented rare play chart from the Inside Pitch Forum. Says if play does not apply, re-roll on chart. Okay, so we're gonna roll 2d6s and see what we get. It is a 26. 26 says if run on first, ball hit to right side, strikes runner, runner out, batter credited with single, otherwise a G3. So how about that? Eaton will get a single, but the ball hits Turner, so Turner is out 3 unassisted for out number 2, and everybody else has to hold because the ball is dead at that point, so nobody can score. So how about that? I'm not even sure how to put that into the replay computer here. I think I have to give it a single and then say the batter is out, 3 unassisted. But everybody else, is there a way to hold them? I don't know if there's a way to hold the runners to keep them from scoring. I may have to come back to this one because I'm not sure I can put it in the computer that way. Not sure how to do it. I don't think there's a rare play. Let's see if there's anything on there for that. Let's see. Doesn't really say. Batted out by own batted ball, but that doesn't work. It's got to be a single. So I don't know how it's going to work, so I'm going to have to just eschew that and figure it out later. I don't want to just keep the video from going any longer than it needs to. But anyway, the rare play says Eaton hit a ground ball to the right side that hit Turner, and so he's out 3 unassisted as the first baseman is the closest player to him, and the ball is dead. Nobody can advance. Everybody stays at their base. So the bases remain loaded. Eaton, of course, takes first on the single, but the runners Parra and Rosenthal had to hold. So base is still loaded for Anthony Rendon. Stammen is tired, so he's got to avoid the fatigue roll if possible. 3-2, that's a range play at Petco. 2-3 is a ground ball to short. It's a range of Tatis. He is a 2. And he can't get to it. It's a base hit, single pass short. That will score 1 because Rosenthal cannot score on that. His run rating won't allow it. But Parra scores. And everybody else moves up a base on the single. It is now 9-0 Washington with 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. And here's Juan Soto. Stammen, 6-6 is a blank. We go to Soto's card. 2-3 is a ground ball right back to Stammen to end the inning. And that's finally going to do it for the Nationals. They get a run on 4 hits, no errors, and they left them loaded. So we go to the bottom of the 9th. Washington with a 9-0 lead. And they're going to see if Trevor Rosenthal can pitch an inning and 2/3 and keep the shutout intact. Tall order, I do believe. It's going to face the heart of the order, Tatis, Hosmer, and Renfroe. But that's pretty much the only, what I would call the only mystery in the game. The only suspense still left is whether Rosenthal can actually do it. If he can't, they do have bullpen activity. They do have McGowan loosening in the pen just in case. Right now, Rosenthal, he's not tired. He's only faced 2 batters, so he's still good to go for that. Rosenthal, 3-5 is a strikeout plus, and he got him. Boy, maybe coming off that injury list did something to him. But he is pitching really effectively. Here's Hosmer. 5-6, that's another strikeout chance, but 20 is too much. Go to Hosmer. 1-3 is a ground ball to third, 2 down. All right, now he is tired, but he's going to keep going, try to finish the game. And Rosenthal do it. 4-2. That is a walk plus, so you knew there had to be a walk in there somewhere. So that keeps the game going for Franmil Reyes. Rosenthal, 4-2 is another walk plus, so maybe he's out of gas. We shall see. They're going to give him every opportunity to finish the game. Here's Kinsler. 6-2 is a hit by pitch chance, and he's gone. He just hit him. And, of course, Adrian Johnson says, hey, this ejection thing still stands. So Rosenthal will be ejected for hitting the batter. He's going to end up going an inning and a third. And they'll have to bring in McGowan to finish the ball game. Actually, they're going to bring in Guerra, not McGowan. They're going to bring in Guerra to finish the ball game. So, unfortunately for Rosenthal, he couldn't get it done. They gave him every opportunity, but then when he hit the runner or hit the batter, that was just all she wrote because of the history of the way the game's been going. So he will leave, and Guerra will come on. And Guerra will be facing Austin Allen, the catcher, with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Guerra, 1-5 strikeout chance, got him, and that's the ball game. So Guerra finishes it out for San Diego in the 9th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and they left them loaded on 2 walks and a hit by pitch. And at the end of the ball game, final score, the Nationals win it 8-0. Let's do the totals. I've got to do them manually because I couldn't put that hit batter in the ball hit, the base hit that hit the runner. I can't put that in the computer. I couldn't find where to do that, so I've got to figure something out on how to do that to get that completed. But in the meantime, we do know that Washington gets 9 runs, and they do it on, let's see how many hits. They do it on 6, 9, 10, 17 hits. I've got them for 9 runs on 17 hits. How do you like that? 9 runs on 17 hits. Actually, no, 6. 1, 2. Actually, on 16 hits. 16 hits. 9 runs on 16 hits, and no errors. Oh, I'm sorry. There was one error. There was an error on Turner. No, I'm sorry. That's on the Padres. One error is on the Padres, not on the Nationals. Okay, left on base for Washington. Almost in every inning, they left somebody on base. 3, 5, 8, 9. Looks like 13 unofficially. For San Diego, no runs. And I believe it's just 4 hits. If I'm not mistaken. No runs on 4 hits. They left on 7. Winning pitcher, Steven Strasburg. And Strasburg now will improve to 4-6. Perdomo takes the loss. He will drop to 1-2. So there you have it. Game 65 is in the books. And we are finished with Petco. All 4 games are now complete. The Nationals will hop on the charter and fly to Chicago to take on the White Sox for a quick 2-game interleague series. Nationals now at 36-29. Waiting to see what the Mets do in their game to see where they stand in the standings. So 9-0, Washington wins it in a laugher. And next game, Anibal Sanchez will be taking on the White Sox. And pitching for the White Sox will be a little-used pitcher named Espana. So it could be another bullpen game for the opponent as they use another marginal starter in the game. That's going to do it from here. Hope you enjoyed that presentation of Inside Pitch. I've got to go in and figure out how to put this base runner hit by the batted ball in the computer and get it all straight so I can keep the stats in line and make sure he gets credit for the hit and all that good stuff. And until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.